Hi, Mark McKenzie from Wardle Partners Accountants in Caloundra. I just want to step through the calculation process for how the small to medium business will receive their $25,000 cash credit that the government recently announced as a part of their stimulus package. So firstly, it's available to businesses with turnover less than $50 million per annum, and also the amount is tax-free. It'll be rolled out as a part of the March activity statement lodgement cycle and continuing through until June, until businesses reach the maximum $25,000 credit. But what's interesting is the calculation for the credit is different if you're on a monthly basis or if you're on lodging quarterly BASs. So let's look at a quarterly BAS, and I'll step through that with you. So let's say, for example, when you lodge the March business activity statement, that the wages withheld, like the amount you'd put at W2, if that amount was $20,000, then you're entitled to 50% of that as a credit. So that'd be $10,000 that would be credited to you. And then let's just say we move forward to the June BAS, remembering that you've still got $15,000 of credit available. If in that June BAS the wages W2 figure was another $20,000, then 50% of that figure is what you'd be entitled to, which would be a further $10,000. So that's very straightforward. But for those people that lodge on a monthly basis, when you lodge your March business activity statement, which has 1 month's worth of wages on it, you'll be entitled to 150% of whatever the W2 figure is. So let's look at that sort of a similar example. Let's say there was $20,000 of W2 with the wages withheld. You'd be entitled to 150% of that up to $25,000. So that in that example, you'd get the full $25,000 credit. Or let's look at another example. Let's say the W2 figure was $10,000. You'll be entitled to 150% of that, which is $15,000. So the idea is for those people lodging on a monthly basis, they're lodging 1 month's worth of wages, as opposed to the people who are lodging quarterly, they're lodging 3 months worth of wages on that BAS. So it's designed to equalise it. And then for those people that are lodging monthly, if they haven't used up all their credit when they lodge the March activity statement, then they'll be entitled to 50% of whatever the April one was. So for example, quite simple, same as the quarterly one, if they lodge $10,000 worth of W2 wages withheld, they'd be entitled to a $5,000 credit there. Again, that continues right through until June, until they've used up their $25,000 total amount allocated by the government. Now, for some employers where they've got employees that actually don't require withholding of tax, they might be that they're on just small amounts of wages, or just a casual type person, and they haven't met the wages where withholding tax is required, then there'll be a minimum $2,000 government support payment for those employers that have such employees. So I hope that helps explain how your credit will be calculated. Unfortunately, for sole traders that just operate by themselves as contractors or anything like that, there'll be no, at this point anyway, there's no relief measure announced for you when you lodge your BAS and you've got a PAYG instalment for your own wages, for your own income tax. But hopefully the government will have some relief measure announced for those people soon. Well, as we get closer to lodging BASs, we'll be keeping a close eye on helping clients. If you're unsure about anything or you want further assistance, please don't hesitate to contact us. We're always here to help. Thank you. Bye.